Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Today I moved officially I should move in from step one to step two. I made 1380 off of, I guess it says 11 trades. It was, I think I took two, 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 two. Anyways, and then the last trade was one to get above the $53,000 mark. So I closed at 53,270. That should be enough to move from step one, from step one to step two. So day was kind of an insane day if you look at it overall. Um, this is this is the overnight trading in the market, right? So here's Ukrainian conflict coming out, right? Ukraine versus Russia. This is being played out right there in the world stage. Crude oil market makes it over a $100 a barrel right there at its peak and then sells off. This happens about 4:15 a.m. CST, I believe, roughly. 4:15 roughly. CST 5:15 New York time, my time zone. 4:15. If you backtrack that, this is the conflict coming through here. The missiles flying. Ukrainian, I think the capital city of Kiev, many different places. I'm not real familiar with Ukraine, but what I can say about this is every policy that Biden's implemented has negatively impacted us as consumers, the inflationary market that we're in right now. Crude oil going to the moon under his presidency, um, milk, eggs, bacon, you name it. Everything is more expensive than it was just even a year ago. You can see a 60% increase in a lot of items that you would have bought last year. 40% increase in the used car market. Um, Everything that you see, 33% increase in a lot of other things, 50% increase in a lot of other things as well. So um, we have a weak president. That's all there is to it. Putin pretty much said as much in his speech that he put out just a couple, was it, the day before he decided that he was going to do it. Personally, I believe that he was going to make that attack right after the Olympics was over. That's what he did. He waited for to get his athletes back from, well, even if it wouldn't have got it back, he was in Beijing and China, and they're partners in a lot of sense. So now the world stage is looking at Ukraine, and obviously China's looking to see how we react if it's going to be them going after Taiwan. So all this being predicated that will this start World War III at this point? World War I started with a lot less. World War II kind of started, worked its way up to a certain point. Personally, on a side, I don't think that we have any business being, and this is not our war. The people in Ukraine speak Russian. We don't need to, if we went into that country, we fight an uphill fight to start with. It'd be another quote unquote Vietnam for us to be in Ukraine. Sanctions is probably all that we need to do at this point in time. Keep our troops in Poland. If they do cross over Poland, then that's, I guess that would be the line in the sand that you have to say, okay, now you've crossed the line. So I guess that's where I am. That's where a lot of us are, I'm assuming, overall. So nobody wants World War. No one wants to see their children die. No one wants to send their children to war. So that's pretty standard across the world, I would assume. All right. Overall, it was kind of an easy day to trade to get to. I traded the last 30 minutes of the day. In fact, I waited the last 10 minutes of the day to make the 1380. So very, I traded a short and a long overall and was able to take, I think it was six contracts on the way down, 5 contracts on the way up, accumulating contracts too, then 3 in the position of strength. So I was adding into strength today. Um, so I think it was a position of 4, a position of 2, a position of 3, and a position of 2 overall for the 11 contracts in and out, making up 1380, passing what should be step 1, moving into step 2. That was the overall goal for me personally, is to take advantage of the volatility of the market today and move from step 1 to step 2. That's it. That's all I really have to say. What's going to happen on the world stage is, it is what it is at this point in time. I'm not that smart of a person to say that this is going to happen, therefore this is happening. What I can tell you is the policies that are implemented by Biden has negatively impacted most everything that we see out there. What we should be doing, we should be opening up the oil production. We should be opening up all spigots across the board to, if they really want to go after Russia, you got to go after their capacity to be able to produce energy and to be energy independent. That, from day one, Biden has struck that down. He's allowed the climate change scientists to influence him to the degree that we went from being energy independent, where we're actually able to supply the world with crude oil and oil, to now we've went in less than a year's period of time from being a mass exporter to now going the other direction and importing more than we're exporting. It's just insanity being defined, allowing a lot of the things that you're seeing out in the world happen. And the culmination of a lot of these liberals, unfortunately, has allowed the markets and allowed the world. Putin pretty much said it. It's a weak president. I'm going to take him, see what happens. I do not fear this man. That's pretty much synopsis together. I do not fear Biden. I do not fear that he's a weak president. There's not a damn thing he can do to stop me. It's pretty much Putin being summarized. Take it for what it is. Dave Knight here for 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video I put together. Bye for now.